Welcome everybody to the Private Agent Installation Guide. In this setup, I will take you through the installation and use case of a private monitoring agent. Now, private monitoring agents are specialized monitoring nodes that you can download directly on your own server. Doing this will allow you to monitor web applications, websites, network services behind the firewall that are not accessible from outside the network. Now the great thing about this is we can actually monitor from both. We can monitor from inside and external through the same monitor. The great part about that is within the Dotcom-Monitor online interface, you'll be able to see all devices, alerts, and reporting from both of those monitoring locations. So in order to download the private agent, the first thing that you need to do is go to your Dotcom-Monitor account. From here, we'll go to the Downloads tab and click on Private Agent. And we can just click Download. Now, one thing to note before we download the private agent and before we move forward is some of the system requirements that we have for a private agent. Now, first things first, you are going to need a Windows Server 2008 R2 or higher. For purposes of this, I'm going to be using Windows Server 2012. Now make sure that you have those specific requirements, otherwise the agent will not work properly and your monitoring will greatly suffer from it. From here we can just go ahead and run the private agent installation setup. Now here it's already mad at me because we do not have Windows Media Player. If we're going to be monitoring media tasks like streaming media, etc., we're going to need the Windows Media Player. I'm not going to be doing that in this demo, so there's no need for me to have that. So we can go ahead and continue the installation, accept the terms, and install. Alright, so from here, the next thing that we need to do, because it wants to connect to a private agent, is we need to go back into our Dotcom-Monitor account, go to Configure, and on the drop down here you'll see where it says Private Agents. Then I'll just click on Add an Agent. Okay. From here we'll give it a name. This is just kind of a test scenario, so we'll call it a test. Description of the test, and then the allowed IPs for it. Now this is the different IPs for the server of the private agent itself. Okay. We can click Add. And we can see right here it's not registered. So we can minimize that. We can go back to the Connect to Private Agent here, enter in our Dotcom-Monitor credentials. And submit Continue. Okay, once again it's going to give me another error. Hey, we do not have Windows Media Player. Now if we were trying to install this on a non-server machine, we'll also see that as part of the prerequisites that we failed to meet. We can hit Continue, and now we'll see that this test server shows up in our list here. So we can click on Test and click Continue. Okay. Now it's going to ask the name and description of the agent. We can click Continue once we're done there, and it's going to register our private agent. Okay. Okay, and just like that, our setup is successful. The private agent is installed and running on this computer. So we can click Close. We can go in here. Now, as you see, the private agent that we set up before was previously called Not Registered. Now that we've gone through this process, we'll see that it is now an active private agent. Now, to utilize this private agent, now that we've finished the installation and registration of the private agent device, is relatively simple. So we can go over here to our different monitors that we have set up. And if we select any of these monitors, click on Edit. We'll see private agents, and we just select that location, click Continue, and just like that you are ready to go. So there you have it, folks, the private agent installation guide. If you want to try out a private agent for monitoring your internal applications, websites, etc., or if you have any additional questions, please reach out to your Dotcom-Monitor account representative for further information and a free trial. Thank you and have a great day.